Hi y'all, how are you? Have to get ready for the camera. So, the title, Hollywood Actress Mindset. Now, I know I don't look nothing like no Hollywood actress right about now because it is late. I had a long day and I still decided I need to come on and do a live video this week because I didn't go live this week at all. Hi, NJ Princess. How are you? Thanks for always moderating my videos. You're still the moderator, by the way. Just so you know. Um, Let me plug up my phone because my battery is about to die. There we go. Is it even working? Okay. Hopefully that will work. If I get cut off, y'all know what happens. So I'm gonna try to get it in quick. Um, Hi, how are you? Okay, so the Hollywood mindset. The Hollywood actress mindset. This means you're the star. You're the star of the movie. You're the star of the show. Okay. Any guy you associate yourself with, if you are associating yourself with an actor that's the same as you, then you don't get much advantage. But if you associate yourself with a director, the guy behind the scenes, the guy with the money, the film producer, the people like that, then you're going to be able to call more shots, have more creative control, get what you want. So it's best to know the director and the producers versus your co-star. And what I'm saying is the directors and the producers are the guys that run the show, have the money to do this film, to support your needs, your wants, your desires, listen to your creative ideas. You know what I'm saying? So if we talk about this in real life, it's kind of like dating. If you're going to date someone, you need to date someone who can push you ahead, who can give you what you want, who can give you creative control, who can give you advantage in the industry or in life. Okay? So what I'm saying is, you're the star. You make their movie happen. You're the star of their life. You make them look good. Okay? Years and years and years and years and years and years into the future, when that movie comes on, you're the movie star. You are what carries that movie into a classic. Okay? You are what makes that director stay famous in the future because of the actors they chose. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's a movie with a leading lady. So, just like all the old Hollywood movies with these beautiful lead actresses, no one remembers the directors' names of those movies. They only know who starred in it, what lady starred in it. Why? Because she's the star. She's the icon. She's the one that will attract people to go see the movie, which is what you are in a man's life. If you're not the main Hollywood actress of your man's life and you don't bring anything to his life because of who you are, then you're with the wrong type of man. Just like when you go out with your man or whoever you're dating or your sugar daddy or whatever, all eyes are on him because of you. Okay? That's what you have to be. That's the goal. That's the goal. If that's not what's happening when you guys go out, you're with the wrong type of man. And if they're getting all the attention, then you might be the director, and they're going to get all the attention. That's why I say I don't like dating attractive men. I don't like dating guys who look prettier than me, that spend more time in the mirror with me. Even when I was young, yeah, I did it for fun, but I would never marry someone like that or take them seriously. Okay? So the moral of the story is, if you want to be put on a pedestal, you have to act like you are the star of the show. And if any man does not treat you accordingly, then you have to get up and say, you can't work like this. I can't work like this. Just like those actresses, they get their own trailer. In their trailer, they have a list of demands. They have a list of demands before they will even do anything. This is what I have to have in my trailer: white candles, champagne chilled. I gotta have a white rug. I have to have white leather couches. I have to have this type of imported fruit. You know, I have to have Fiji water. They make a high list of demands of stuff that they have to have in that damn trailer to show up for work. If you can't make the same demands as a Hollywood actress to the man that you're sleeping with, and he does not deliver, you're with the wrong type of man. Okay? You are the star of the show. The same thing as saying the woman is the prize. We carry people into the future. We create the future with our bodies. Nobody remembers the director's name for certain movies. They only remember the actress who played in it. Okay? So don't think for a second that you are not the star and you are not the prize, because you are. You know, remember that. Don't settle for less. If they don't meet your demands, you quit. You know what I'm saying? If they don't meet your demands, you're not showing up for work that day. You're going on strike. If they don't meet your demands, you know, you're not coming on set. You're not finna play your role either. You know what I'm saying? How long do you give it up after he cheated, and what should he? The only reason you should be with the man after he's cheated is if he's rich and paying every bill and will give you money to go shopping and do retail therapy and get yourself to the point where you don't really care if he cheats because you benefit from it. That's the only way you take back a cheater. Okay? If you're taking back a broke cheater, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Go shopping, get his credit card if he cheated. Go get revenge through credit card. Okay? Unless if he's broke and you stayed, then I hope it's for financial reasons. And I hope that you are gonna go cheat too. Okay? But I would wait a long time. Like, say he has money and he cheated. Okay, oh my God, I cheated. I'm going to be so devastated that I'm going to get more and more out of it. I'm like, I just can't get over this cheating. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep with you anymore. I just need to get away for a while. Maybe let's go on vacation, get some vacations out of it. I can't get over this cheating. Ugh, it just bothers me, And now my car's making this weird noise, and I just feel like it's, get a new car. Get all you can get out of it until he feels like he deserves to have sex now. Like, dang, I did all this stuff for you. I know I deserve it now. When he knows that he deserves it, that's when you give it up. You don't give it up until he feels like, dang, I've done vacation, car, shopping, jewelry. Now I deserve it. Okay? Now you messing over me. That's when you give it up. When he feels like now he really deserves something because he been spent over, too much. And always stay protected. Say, you know what? Somebody says money is nothing if he burns you. Say, I'm not having sex with you without no condom no more. And if you're afraid he's going to cheat on you or something like that, say, well, I'm not having sex until either A, you get a vasectomy, or whatever. Just make up some crazy demands that he's going to have to think about and take a long time, and that way you buy yourself time. Just don't even give in. Just like, I can't do it. I can't. It just doesn't feel right anymore. Make him buy you back. Now he's chasing you again. He's going to be too busy trying to please you that he can't even cheat anymore because he's spending all his money trying to make up with you. So make sure you milk him for everything until he feels like you owe him something. Okay? Because remember, you're the Hollywood actress. He's just the director. He just upset you. He didn't put that white sofa in there and that champagne. And he was auditioning another actress, and she was reading for your part after you had already, been making half the movie. He's thinking about replacing you because this and that. Okay, well, no. You got a contract. And you're more valuable as an actress. And he figured that out because he didn't leave you. Okay? Now your demands go higher. Now you want more pay, a bigger trailer. What else? Make the list. So just think of yourself like this, lady. Put yourself on the pedestal, because if men don't, who will? If you don't put yourself on that pedestal, men won't do it either. You got to put yourself up there first for them to look up there and worship you. Okay? So make sure you're not coming in there like an extra, like a sidekick. You're coming in there as the main lead, highest paid actress. That is who you are. You come in there like an extra, you're going to get treated like an extra. So the moral of the story is, you know who you are. Stop pretending that you're something else. Okay? Any woman who is in a relationship that is working harder than the man at the relationship is in the wrong relationship. Any woman who loves their man more than their man loves them, no good. It's not a good relationship. Any woman that is in a relationship who is giving more affection, attention to the man that he is to her, wrong relationship. Okay, it's not right. You're not benefiting from it. Unless he's paying every single bill and you're fine with being ignored, or fine with not getting the attention that you want because you don't care, fine. But if you're putting in more work than he is, you're in the wrong relationship. Yeah, if you don't love yourself more than him, you're in the wrong relationship. Why? Why do women have to love themselves and put themselves first before their man? Why must their man love them more than they love them? Because women are natural nurturers. It's easy for them to overdo it. It's easy for them to fall in love and take things personal and get hurt. It's too easy. Okay? That's why you have to make sure that the person you're with fears losing you, loves you more than you love them, because if they hurt you, they hurt themselves more. Okay? And you're not left brokenhearted. You're like, I was waiting on you to mess up anyway because I got somebody else better waiting in line. That's how you have to be, okay? You can't be all, he left me. I sent him 20,000 texts a day telling him I loved him, and he only sent me one, and that wasn't enough. And it's just like, he might start off chasing you. You might get used to all that attention, and then once he gets comfortable, pulls it back, then you start wondering, hey, why isn't he giving me all this attention? Because he's comfortable. He's not supposed to be like he was in the first 2 weeks or the first 2 months of the relationship. Now you're worried about, now you're trying to overcompensate and give him all this extra attention, thinking he's going to give it back to you. And now you just turn into the chaser. You can't do that. When they pull back, you just pretend like you don't even notice. It's like, oh, okay, he didn't text me 5 times a day, just 2. Okay, I'm going to text him once. Every time he pulls back, you pull back too. Then he'll notice, like, dang, she didn't call me today. Wait, did I text her? Oh, I better text her again, because maybe it didn't go through. Then he's going to start thinking about you. You don't see, a lot of guys know that women get hooked on that, and then they become crazy over them once they put it on them, give them all this attention, prove that they're a good man, and then they start pulling back and slacking. Now the woman is chasing. You don't ever chase. They pull back, you pull back. If you fall for that trick, and you're the one chasing it, even though when he first met you, he was chasing you, you got tricked. Like, you got fooled. Now, he's the Hollywood actor, and now he's making his demands. So you can't do that. That's just like, he would be the breakout star of the movie. You're in the movie, you look good. Now here comes Brad Pitt, okay? One of his first movies. Who is that? Oh my God, who is that? Now everybody's wondering who's that, because he's in this new movie and now he's getting all the attention. No. You make sure You're always number one, the the best looking one in the relationship, and the one that they're lucky to have. If you do anything else, you're gonna have a hard life. You're gonna be like, this is too much work. I'm tired. I'm tired of playing these games. Da, da, da. You know, it's just gonna be extra work. Just make your life easy and take the easy route. You know what I'm saying? It's the best way. Like, I can look on my worst day, I look good to my husband. Why? Because he's old. Like, seriously, like, on my worst day, I look good still to him. Like, I'm still like this many years younger than you. You know, I can look bad all day, but I still look good. But if you sit next to somebody that's your same age, you're not gonna look good to them because, you know, guys don't age like women do, and that's the truth. You know, um, or if they do, it's different. You know, they like young men are attracted to youthful looks. You know, so you start aging, they might start looking at somebody younger. But if they're already old, you are younger. Like, they can't get no younger. Like, they're gonna look down there like, oh, okay, she looks good for a young girl, but dang, you know, my wife still look young compared to me. Dang, I must look old. And if they try to go with someone super young, they're gonna look super old. So they try to stay with somebody, you know, in the middle. So that's what I'm saying. If you marry older, or you married a guy who's less attractive, you're always gonna look better than them, and they'll never be like, oh, dang, why I have to wake up next to this. And okay, someone wrote that's why United States have 50% divorce rate. The reason why what we have high divorce rates is because of money. That's the number one reason. It's not about love. Okay, people don't get divorced about, oh, you cheated on me, because people stay with cheaters even if they're rich. Okay, it's about money. Like, if you don't have no money and I have better offers, I'm leaving. You know, or if I make a bunch of money and I can get any chick, I'm leaving. Or if you don't pay these bills because I married a 50-50 chick, I'm leaving and then go get me somebody that's going to pay half these bills. You know, it's always about money. It's not about love anymore. Most people get divorced because of financial reasons. Okay, or, you know, the other reasons, yes, they're there, but most reasons are financial. Because, you know, that's just what it is. Just like, that's why I say don't. Most Think about this. Most people that married for money are married longer than people that married for love. Okay, I have friends that married for love. They've been divorced 2-3 times. I'm still married to the same guy. Why? Because I married for love. I like none of the stuff that they married for lasted, because that's temporary emotions and based on conditions. You know what I'm saying? I've just had one condition. Look, actually two. You know, be decent, keep that money coming. You know, that's it. I didn't marry for love. Oh, he was cute. Oh, he got a size 13 shoe. Or, oh, he's gonna make cute babies. I didn't marry for none of them reasons. Okay? Because when I was young, I said I would never get married. I'm never getting married. I'm never having kids. I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to do that. Only reason I would ever get married is if I didn't have to do nothing. But, you know, marry somebody with money. I don't want to have to work, you know. So that's why I did what I did. Because I never planned on it. I told my mom, don't expect no grandkids. Now I have kids. But I don't have to do anything. So, you know, it just all depends. Do you put yourself on that pedestal? Because if you don't, who will? You can't come in there looking like, you know, a bug on the floor. Oh, I hope no one looks at me. I hope no one sees me. Or I hope no one says bad things about me. You got to come in there flying like a butterfly. Right? I'm just being honest, okay? I'm being very honest. When I met my husband, yeah, it was for money. We got to know each other. He did so much for me. I did fall in love with him because he took care of me. Somebody in my group today was saying there was a term for women that can only get turned on by men with money. It's called, what is it called? A demisexual. They can only get turned on by financially successful men. And I feel like there's a lot of women out there that are demisexual. You know, it's like I can only get turned on by financially stable, money. It's just it's almost, it's sad, but it's just like a man who can't get turned on by any type of woman but a woman with boobs. It's like being a boob man, or it's almost like, okay, well, only this type of woman turns me on. A woman that can do, this is this only type of woman I'm attracted to, because anything else I don't find it attractive. So it's the same thing with a lot of women. We can't find someone sexually attractive if they don't have financial security. We just can't. It's just like, to us it's different. It's like sleeping with someone who can't do anything. It's like, okay, I might as well be paying for sex, So no. Anyway. So please, like, men, don't get mad at women for telling the truth. Most women won't admit this, okay? Most women will pretend like they are only, some women don't know. Some women will try to give you a chance even if you don't have money, because they think you have potential. And they'll only give you so long, and if you don't reach the potential, they're gone anyway, So a lot of women don't want to say this to you. They don't want to say it because they feel like, oh, well, I'm not married, I don't have no kids yet, I can't ruin my life and my chances of ever getting a guy, so I'm not going to tell the truth. I'm just going to let Shira say it, and I'm going to listen and nod my head. Okay? A lot of women won't say this because they're not married or in a good relationship right now, and so they can't say it. So I say it for them, Yep. So if you think about it, think about the Jay-Z and Beyonce thing. She makes him now. Like, if she were to leave him, they would totally dog him out. Like, his career could fail, okay? Because she is it. She is the shining superstar of that couple. You know what I'm saying? So, her staying is doing him a favor. He did cheat on her. He admitted it, blah, 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 blah. We already knew that. Lemonade had come out. But she knows if she could take down his whole entire career just by leaving him. And that make her feel guilty. If he messed up real, real bad to something that she could not forgive, and she was just mad as hell and was just done, she would ruin his career. She would just leave, and everything that he ever built would crumble. He gonna be like R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? That's just it. So she's helping him by staying with his cheating butt. He done spent some money on her, promised her the world, probably, I don't know, probably went through some torture and let her watch just so she could stay, because that's what I would do. I'd be like, look, I have a strange mind. I would be like, okay, the only way I'm not leaving you is if you let me strap you up to this table and hire a professional torture person to come in here and torture you and not let me watch. You ain't gonna buy me no diamond ring. I can buy my own diamond ring. I want to watch you get tortured. That would be me. If I held all that power in my hand, be like, Jay-Z, get on that, Sean, get on this table, let him strap you down, and I'm gonna tell him what to do to you, and you have to take it. If you don't take it, I'm gonna divorce you. And while they're torturing you, they're gonna be playing Lemonade in the background. That's what I would do. Like, seriously, because I'm sadistic like that, and I would do it. And I would take pictures so I can remember it when. It's almost like I don't know. I don't think she did that, but that's what I would do. Because like, after a certain point, and you're rich and he's rich, he can't buy you nothing. You can't buy yourself. So now comes the craziness. Now comes the crazy. Now you gonna make an album. I'm gonna make an album. Please don't leave me. I'll apologize to you in this album. Please, I'll tell everybody this truth about myself and all these songs. Please don't leave me. Okay. So, that's what he did. But she's still the star and she's on the pedestal. So I'm saying he loved her more than she loved him. He cheated because, that's what he's used to doing. He's a man. Men gonna cheat. But he sure didn't make it right and publicly humiliated himself. Made her look even better. Yep. Yep. See, what did you say? Hang the pictures on your wall. Yeah, she probably got those pictures taken in black and white at weird angles so you can't tell what it is. It look like abstract art. And then they'd hang it on the wall and it's him just being tortured and you just don't know. It's like a reminder. That's something crazy like rich people would do. Take sadistic art with black and white photo and zoom in on a certain part. You don't know what it is, but they do. It's like a private, secret craziness. See, I'm supposed to be rich because I have sadistic, crazy ideas that only people with a bunch of money will come up with. It's like when you're rich, they don't call you crazy. They call you, oh, they're very eccentric. When you're poor, they just call you crazy. So, yes. Anyways, I'm just having fun, y'all. Don't take me seriously. I just like y'all have to realize my background is not. My background is, death, weird stuff. So you can't expect me to think like positive, pretty roses and oh, they went to marriage therapy. That was the therapy. These pictures. Okay. That's what I would be. I want to be an extreme marriage counselor for the rich. That means I will torture your ex if they cheated. I'll torture your man or your woman if they cheated on you. Have pictures taken and made into abstract art, hang around the house as a reminder, and that's your therapy. Okay, now give me my money. And we'll call it extreme marriage counseling. I think they had a Twilight Zone like that, where they were trying to, yeah, was that the Twilight Zone or was that Cat's Eye? Do y'all remember Stephen King's, the movie Cat's Eye? And at the first show, the first episode was this man, he wanted to stop smoking cigarettes. And they said, sign this paper, we're going to make sure you don't smoke. It's an extreme smokers, whatever. And, you're not going to smoke after this program, we promise. So the guy signed up. He didn't know he was signing up for. But in the contract, it said that they could torture his wife and kids and do crazy stuff to him if he smoked a cigarette. They had people following him around, making sure he didn't smoke, And he snuck a cigarette. He was in traffic. He snuck a cigarette and somebody saw him. And they went and got his wife and put her in this cage, and they were shocking her. And she was jumping up and down because she was getting electric shocks. And he had to watch her get tortured because he smoked a cigarette. So it's it was an extreme way to stop smoking, but they didn't know what they were signing up for. It was hilarious. But he stopped smoking. Anyways. So, men, I know men always say women are entitled and they think they're all that and they think they're the prize and they put all these expectations on us and blah, 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 blah. And that's true, and we're supposed to. If it wasn't for women, you wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't get up in the morning. If it wasn't for women, you would not get up in the morning. You wouldn't cut your hair. You wouldn't shave. You wouldn't even wear deodorant. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, we're here to motivate you. That's what we do. That's what our purpose is. We're here to make you become a better person, and our reward is you giving us what we deserve. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. It's just the truth. Imagine, okay, they're finna have some type of like woman blackout on Facebook, where all the women are gonna black out their pictures to show men what it looks like with the world without women. I think it's to raise aware of domestic violence or something like that. If there were no women in the world, okay, most of the men, I'm just gonna say it, most of the men would turn gay. They would go towards the feminine men or the men that dress like women. They already do that now, but I'm just saying they would just go because they're highly sexual creatures. They need motivation. I just saw my friend Kissy on Facebook. She's a celebrity blogger, and she just posted Bobby Valentino running out of a transgender woman's house with his shorts in his hand, and he did not pay for services, and so she got him on film leaving her house, and he was like um, running down the hallway, forgotten to pay for services. So you know they're not, men are not picky. They will sleep with whoever want to give it to them for free, or he thought it was free. So don't don't ever think that, I'm just saying, the ones you least expect too. Eh, eh, eh. So okay. So what was I saying? Okay, yeah, you take all the women out of the world, men are just gonna turn gay. Faster than women would. Look at women. Look at prison. Look at prison. Let's just look at prison. Look at prison. Women prison versus men prison. Okay? You don't have that problem that you do in a male prison that you do in a female prison. It's less. It's a lot less. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you understand, the man's main focus when they first meet you, when they first, start dating you, is to have sex with you. That's the main purpose. That's it. The longer you can get him to spend time with you, to spend money on you, to get to know you without having sex with him, the bigger advantage you gain, because that's all his goal is in the beginning. That's what draws him to you. That's what makes him do all these crazy things, wake up and go to work so he can take you out so he can get some. Okay, so make sure you understand where your power is and don't give it away freely. Okay. Okay, don't give it away. If you're giving out free sex and you're not getting nothing in return, you're not smart. And I'm not saying be a prostitute, I'm saying get something else in return. If you're giving sex out and you're paying half the bills, you're not smart. Okay, if you're giving sex out and he's not taking you out and buying you things, giving you nice gifts, paying your bills, washing your car, doing something, and you just doing everything for him, then you're not smart. Okay, because the thing that you're giving away free is what most men will pay for and chase for months on, if you're smart about it. Might not be the one that looks like, Trey Songz, but he's gonna be spending like Trey Songz. Okay. So don't forget it. Men will tell you they're only interested in sex. Look in the comments. They'll say, well, that's why I'll just go pay a prostitute. Or y'all are just only good for sex. Or what do you bring to the table besides sex? Because sex. That's all I think about. So why would you give it away free? That's just like a crackhead looking for crack, always looking for crack, looking for rocks on the ground, crack. Why would you give a crackhead crack for free when you can make money off of them? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a drug dealer, but it's obvious that there's something there a way that you can benefit. You ever seen those hood movies where they have crackheads washing people's cars, doing cutting their grass and stuff for $3? Of course. Why? Because what do they want? Okay. Use it to your advantage. If you can get your house painted, your car washed, and your grass cut for $3, why wouldn't you do it? That's all I'm saying. The men are so mad because they know it's true. Oh, the reason why women give it up too soon is because they fear losing the dude, or that the guy will become disinterested. Okay, and they will only act disinterested if they know that you're going to give it to them. Okay, if you don't care how they act and you're like, okay, well, I don't need to give it up anyway, you know what, you can go get it from over there for free, over there for free, but you can't get mine free. And secretly in the back of their mind, they want yours the most because it's not free, and they will work to get it. So don't get upset. Don't fear losing some dude that only wants you for sex anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because after he hit it, he's gonna quit it. The longer he stays around you, spends his money on you, spends his time with you, the more of an investment he makes into you. You know, the more he does to get it, he's gonna think twice about leaving it. And if he does leave it, you still benefited, because all you had to do was sleep with him for 2 minutes probably, and he had to spend how much money, take you on how many dates, do all this stuff, buy you what? You won. Even if he did hit it and quit it, you still won. So don't get caught up and, oh, I'm gonna lose him, because there'll be another one waiting in line right behind him just to get what he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, oh shoot, my phone fell. Y'all got a preview of my outfit. But yeah, don't think it's free. It's not free. Even Chris Rock said it. Never was free, never will be free. Only free. It's only free if you get tricked out of it. That's it. Even in marriage, the husband got to do something. You're going to clean up, you're going to do laundry, you're going to wash the cars, you're going to take the kids here, you're going to do this. You buying them shoes, you know. So make sure you're always getting something for it. That way you get your man in the habit of giving to you if he wants something from you. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be, give and take. If he wants some, he got to give some. And not just sex, because women don't value sex and men. They value what they can offer them and how much they can make their lifestyle comfortable. Men value sex in women. Women value comfort, material things in men. Okay? Yeah, we'll like you. Yeah, we like sex, but not as much as you do. Okay? Yeah, it's good, it's okay, but it's not as good as it is to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can take it or leave it. We would rather go shopping. Somebody said, you want to have sex or you want to go shopping? Women will say, I want to go shopping. You know, do you want to have sex or do you want some ice cream? Women will probably say, I want some ice cream. If you say, men, you want sex or you want to go shopping? Men going to have sex. Men, you want sex or you want ice cream? Men going to have sex. Men, you want sex or you want a job? Men going for their sex. Okay? So, remember, you hold the power because of what they want the most. You have it. And if you give it away free, you're losing. Losing big time. And I'm not saying charge for it and be a prostitute. I'm saying benefit from what you have. You know? Benefit from it. Don't give it away and be like, okay, now what? It's just like being scammed. Okay? It's being scammed out of something valuable and you get nothing in return. Okay? If you don't get anything in return, then what's the point of giving it? The point of giving it up to someone if you get nothing in return. You're not going to get his love, because that's not why he was interested in you in the first place. He just wanted sex. You know what I'm saying? So why would you give that up to him and get nothing? Be smart. Anyways, girls are causing problems. Girls are smart. Guys try to trick women into giving them free sex. That's the biggest con of all time. Unless you meet a woman who's a sex addict or a sex fiend who enjoys sex as much as a man, great. But at the end of the day, she's still going to want something. I'm just going to say. So, somebody said, don't get stretched out for a 10-piece nugget. Hey, they said it, I didn't. So, if you want to be a man who appeals to women, who they want to sleep with, don't try to sleep with them. That's the key. Don't want to sleep with them. Okay? Use reverse psychology. Duh. If you're dating a woman and you're not trying to get in her pants, she don't know what to. She's like, okay, why he not trying to sleep with me? Okay, I gotta figure this out. Okay, so is he gay? Does he already have a wife? Does he just want a friend? Now she's trying to think about what you're doing and what you're about. Now she's becoming intrigued with you. You know what I'm saying? So if men weren't so thirsty, I'm just giving y'all some game. If men weren't so thirsty, women would not have such a huge advantage over them. But men are so thirsty, it's so easy. You know what I'm saying? If men were less thirsty, we would actually have to think. We would actually have to contemplate, do you really like us? Or, what are you about? I can't figure this one out because I think he's gay, or I think maybe he doesn't have enough money, or maybe he's not interested in me, maybe he's not attracted to me. We're gonna be like checking ourselves because you're not trying to sleep with us. It's refreshing. It's like, dang, he's not trying to sleep with me. Wow, I think I like him. Then you become more attractive to us, and we're not trying to sit up here and use you. We might deem you special. We might like, okay, well, I'm not gonna go dig on him. I'm gonna go dig on the other dude. I'll save him for when I want a real relationship. Okay? Like, we're gonna save him for last. That's the kind you marry. I don't know if y'all watched that show Queen Sugar on OWN Network. Well, what's her name? She just met this guy. I forgot her name. She played Tara in True Blood. Okay, so I'm gonna call her Tara. She met this guy, and he's not all trying to sleep with her, and he's like really trying to get to know her. He's like a total gentleman, and they're interested in the same stuff. He got money, she got money. He has not tried to sleep with her, so she's like really intrigued with him. So my phone is not charging for some reason. So he's like really trying to impress her with other things besides sex. They've flown to visit each other in different states. They haven't slept together. They just walk and talk and drink coffee, like the stuff I tell y'all not to do. But they're both like well-established people. So I wonder where that's gonna go if y'all watch that show. Hold on one second. I'm trying to make sure my phone is charging. 1 second. Okay. Anyway, so guys, if you want us to be baffled and take you seriously, stop trying to chase for sex. That's all I'm saying. As long as you chasing, we charging. So as long as the demand is high, the price is too. Think about it. Business and economics, okay? So remember, ladies, always put yourself first, high. Make sure the man loves you more. Do not marry somebody who you love more than they love you. It will never work out, okay? Why I'm saying this is because naturally you're going to fall in love with this person, or naturally you're going to grow closer to this person anyway. And the little affection you do give this person, or the good amount of affection that you give this person, is the right amount. If you love them more than they love you, and you're giving them this much affection and they're giving you this much affection, it's off balance. And you're going to smother them, and they're going to want to run and go find somebody else, or they're not going to give you the attention that you need. Okay, so make sure the balance is right. Don't ever marry somebody you love more. Believe me. I've seen women that do that. Those men treat them like trash, cuss them out in front of their friends, put them down, call them ugly. And the woman is just standing there taking. I'm like, what the heck? Like, is this Earth? Am I dreaming? I don't know. Like, why are you standing there, you idiot? Like, do something. What? Girl, he's broke too? No. Why are you letting a broke man who's laying on your couch sit there and talk about you to your face? There's something wrong with this picture. Why? Because you ended up with a man that you love more than he loves you, and you sit there and let him talk to you like that. That's the stupidest thing any woman can do. The dumbest thing. You look stupid. You look like you never even graduated kindergarten. That's how you look. And when I see stuff like this, I'm just watching. I'm like, I'll get me some popcorn. I'm like, I'm waiting on her to do something. She ain't doing nothing. I'm like, I just start Snapchatting it, like, look at this fool. So if you're one of those dumb women like that who are taking mental abuse from some broke dude because you love him, y'all got a connection, oh, that's my soulmate, you stupid. Okay? You're supposed to be the star of the show, not the extra. Okay, if you're not the star, if you don't have your own dressing room, if you don't have your own trailer, if you don't have your list of demands met, and you're here, then you're in a B-list movie, and you are probably an extra. That's your life. A B-list movie as an extra. Don't do it. Don't sign up for that. What do you do if you like sex but these rich men are the worst in bed? Get some operational tools. Have a, to me, okay, women who like sex that much are not using it the correct way. If you like sex and you just sexing for sex, that's stupid too, okay? If you love sex, you can still get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because a woman who loves sex that much and values herself, once she gets that person, that special person, and she puts it on him, and she can teach him what to do and all this kind of stuff. She can create what she wants out of this man by training him or whatever. He's going to worship the ground she walks on. If you just looking for somebody and get you off and you're not benefiting from it, that's dumb too. If you love sex, men love women who love sex, and they will give you anything. Okay, that's like getting a 2-for-1. You know what I'm saying? If you love sex that much, go get you a rich man and put it on him. Okay, and then teach him. Like, look, I'm gonna teach you. We gonna play a game. Make it seductive. You know what I'm saying? Tie him up. And this is what you need to do. I'm going to give you instructions. Be the dominatrix or something. Teach them how to do something. You can get more out of them. Like, oh my God, I never had a woman talk to me like this before. I'm so in love. I'm going to put you in my wheel. Bam. That's how you end up in the wheel. Okay? Okay? Get put in the wheel. If you love to have sex, you should be in some old rich man's wheel. Okay? If you love to have sex and you giving it over here for free to whoever has the biggest thing and can go the longest, that's just like the animal kingdom. Okay? We're not in the animal kingdom. We're in civilization. We're building up real estate. We're getting money market accounts. We're doing this. We're doing that. We're not in the animal kingdom. Okay? If you want to be in the animal kingdom, wham, bam, thank you, man, go ahead and do that. But if you like sex, you need to profit off of liking sex. You need to make a man crawl on his knees because you didn't put it on him so good. Okay? If you're not doing that and you love sex, then you need to figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example, Rihanna. We know she's a freak. We know she loves some sex. We know it. Okay? That's Pisces. They freaks, but they're classy freaks, and they will put it on you, and you won't know what will happen, what hit you in the head. You're gonna worship that person forever. She ain't just out there having sex with everything, and she knows that some of these guys she done slept with can't do nothing. Like, you know, Drake can't do nothing, but they still all in love with her because she put it on them. Okay, so remember that. Classy freaks. And don't ever tell people you like to have sex. That's a secret. Okay? That's the classy part. Like, these women who are posting on Facebook, I love sex, thinking it's like, oh, you know, this new women's movement to like post all their business out. Keep it classy and let it be a surprise. That is the best part. You know, the surprise is the best part. You think you just finna get some regular missionary style, and you bust up in there and put it on them? They're gonna walk out looking, stumbling and staggering. But if you post all this stuff on your wall, ooh, I'm a freak, ooh, I like to do this, and they come over there, they're gonna be trying to do everything in the book to you, whether you like it or not, because you a freak. Okay, keep it classy. Don't post your stuff on Facebook. I see a lot of these women. Oh, I'm sexually free. I like sex. I need a man. You know, that's supposed to be a secret, because when you can surprise a man and throw it on him like that, and him not expect you to be the biggest freak and do any kind of thing to you, and only see you as a freak, because that's what they see you as, only as a freak. When you post this stuff, they don't see you as a mother, a wife, a girlfriend, a potential long-term, you know, dating situation. They think you, oh, I'm gonna get it and I'm gone, because that's all she wants. That's all she posting about. So stop posting about sex, ladies. You don't post about sex. I know some of y'all have been trained better than that. I've seen it on Facebook. I'm like, what the heck? This is trashy. Super trashy. It's supposed to be a surprise, like Christmas. It's supposed to unwrap it and see what you got, and then see how it performs. And then what do? Then you go get insurance on it, right? Okay, so make sure you keep it classy, not trashy. Let sex, and that the fact that you like sex, be a surprise. Be like a Pisces. We're mysterious. You don't know what we finna do. You don't know if we're a freak or if we're conservative. We're probably both, but you won't know until it's happening. Okay? Keep it like that. That's the secret. Know your value. You know, people that advertise too much, people that do this too much, and you know, people just, if she got to do all that, it must not be all that. You know what I'm saying? Let it be a mystery. So make sure, if you're overcompensating for some type of insecurity by posting sexual stuff just to get the attention of men because they're not giving it to you any other way, they already know that. First of all, they already know that. Oh, she can't get attention any other type of way, so she must have low self-esteem. So let me slide up in her inbox because I know she's gonna give it to me. And then 2 weeks later, these women are crying, I was taken advantage of. This man used me. He borrowed money from me. And of course he did. Why? Because you were advertising it. I'm desperate. Come take advantage of me. That's all you were doing. Okay? Call them pick-me chicks. Over-sexually pick-me chicks. That's what they're called. So stop being like that. Okay? Don't do that. It's not even cute. When everybody sees it. Everybody knows what you're doing. Like, oh, she can't get no attention the normal way, so she got to be extra sexual so she can get some attention. Oh, and then she's going to get a lot of guys in her inbox who look decent, and they're just going to use her up. And then 2 weeks later, she's going to be talking about how men ain't shit. Oh, we already know the pattern. That's what it is. Oh, we know. We see it too much. It's a pattern now. So I'm just saying, it's just a pattern. We see it. We if you're gonna advertise yourself like that, don't advertise how you got dogged out the next week. At least keep that a secret. If you can't keep nothing else a secret, pretend like you winning at least. I know if I were in that situation and I kept getting dogged out because I was a pick me chick, I would at least keep the part where I got dogged out a secret. I mean, that's only common sense. Like, I'm not telling y'all I got messed over. Okay, anyway. So, y'all have any questions? Y'all have any questions? I need a talk show. They would not put me on TV unless it was cable. Because, well, I guess it could be like basic cable. It could be on a basic cable show. You think Oprah would hire me for OWN? You know how they have Iyanla Fix My Life? I would be like the extreme version of that. I would be like, I would just tell him, look, I don't even want to help you. You too much of a mess. You're going to have to pay me. Oprah going to have to pay me some extra money on this one. Oprah, I'm here if you need me. How you doing? Now, Oprah getting into science fiction now. She's in A Wrinkle in Time, playing a witch with some jewels on her face. She's moving up. She's not trying to do the reality TV shows or talk shows hardly anymore. She's moving up to the big leagues. Getting her own, producing her own shows and stuff. I actually did do a pilot for an Oprah show back in the old days. It was 2008 or 2009. I did a pilot. These people wanted me in the pilot. I did not go looking for it. They came looking for me. I'm like, and I wasn't even on YouTube then. They just like, we like the way you look. Can you come and shoot this pilot with us and do this, and that? I'm like, okay. And it was a cooking show, and it's kind of like, you know, that show where they redecorate your house, like, because you had like some bad family issues, and they come and take you shopping, and a team of people will come in your house and redecorate it. Well, it was one of those type of shows, except instead of decorating, they would come and cook you a gourmet meal while, you know, your family members take you out, and then when you get home, you have this beautifully chef prepared gourmet meal and table set up. And it's like, oh, we just wanted to do this to surprise you because you've been such a good mother and you just got through this and that. So I piloted for that show as one of the chefs, because y'all know I do have a culinary degree. And they just like the way I look. Like, you ain't got to be the best chef in the world. You just got to look good on TV, right? So I don't think it ever got picked up, but it was fun to do it. Right? And that was the last time I was ever, well, I actually I never try to audition for things. People always try to come to me. I'm like, I'm not no actress. I'm not an actress. Okay. Anyway. So, make a long story short, if I ever do get a TV show, it's gonna have to be Oprah. I gotta be for OWN network. I'm not doing it like doing a little cheesy stuff. I have standards. Dang, all these trolls in here. Like, seriously. They have no life. Oh my god, the Emoji Movie. Oh my god, I saw the Emoji Movie with my kids. They talk so funny about trolls. It's so hilarious. They say, oh, those are the trolls. Don't worry about them. They show like some ugly troll looking things. Like, oh, those are trolls. Don't worry about them. They still live with their mom. They're single. They can't get a girlfriend. They have nothing else better to do. Oh, yeah. It was hilarious. I was like, They are so right. These guys have no women, live with their mom, and broke. I was just like, wow. How did they? They know. They know trolls. Then it's like, if I were to ever be an internet troll that like trolled just to troll, like, and you didn't do anything to me, or, and I just trolled like y'all. I wonder how bad and sad my life would be. But you know what would be funny if those trolls were like rich millionaire corporate guys who were sitting up bored at home on their phone on the couch just trolling like this. Their alternate ego. That would be hilarious. And they would change their name. But I doubt these guys have money because they seem retarded. Their IQ can't be over 75, seriously. So, anyways, I'm waiting on questions. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to block them. They're like getting on my nerve. They really have no life. It's Saturday night, and y'all at home trolling. Wow. Y'all can't even afford to go out. Or y'all in prison? Y'all trolling from prison? Is it y'all's internet time on the clock? My God, they're trolling from prison. It's funny. Okay. I'm gonna get through the trolls. Okay. Just ask them. I can see them. It's like they're little kids and they get off on saying bad words because they're not supposed to be saying bad words. It's hilarious. Can you post the clip, please, of the pilot? I don't have the clip of the pilot. That was like years ago. I don't even have that same computer. That was years ago. I wish I still had it. So, God, these trolls have like 20 names. They must have no life. Like, seriously. If I was ever a troll, I would kill myself because I would be. If I have to go and do that for entertainment, my life must really suck. Like, dang, is this all I got to do? Like, y'all can't even masturbate or something instead. Y'all can't get it up. Y'all got erectile dysfunction too. Right? What is your proudest achievement so far? Self-control. Self-control, because self-control is an achievement because people can make decisions and choices based on certain things, and it can ruin their life. And if you learn how to control yourself, everything else will fall in place. It says if you can master yourself, you can master anything. So once you master yourself 100%, 90%, 80%, you're going to master other things. So I think my greatest achievement is self-control and self-improvement. I don't say anything else is an achievement. I think it's an outside reaction or response to your self-control and the decisions and choices you make in life. You know what I'm saying? For example, if I had broke up with some guy and I was all in love with him and I had the self-control enough to move on and go start dating other people instead of obsessing and chasing behind some loser, I had the self-control to say, okay, I'm gonna let this go. I'm not gonna sit here and worry about it. My life improved, you know, and it might not have felt good to do, but the self-control not to do what my emotions were saying to do, but my logic was saying to do, got me to a better position. You know what I'm saying? So self-control and self-love is my greatest achievement. Y'all like my Miss America answer? I would win. Who is smarter, Rihanna or Beyonce? I say Rihanna's smarter, y'all. I'm sorry. Beyonce is great, but Rihanna's way smarter. And she's slick. She'll compliment you and dish you, and you won't even know what happened. You don't even know which one she did. Okay. I think she's smarter. Plus, you know, she's a lot younger than Beyonce. I think when if they were the same age, you would definitely see who was smarter. You know, Beyonce is a great entertainer. It's just like saying who's smarter, Prince or Rihanna. I mean, Prince or Michael Jackson. They're both smart. Michael was the best entertainment. Prince had this mind. He was a genius. Like, he could play every instrument. He was strategic. He was smart. He was slick. He was sly. So I would say Beyonce would be like MJ, and Rihanna would be like Prince. They're both smart, but one is just slick about it. You know what I'm saying? One is just slick. Okay. Yeah, MJ and Beyonce are both Virgos. True. Somebody's talking about Black China. Oh my God, Black China. She's not. She is devious. She will stop at nothing. She's the kind of woman that will get revenge on you. That's the kind of woman that love revenge. She's like, that's her new hobby, revenge. What is your hobby? Revenge. Tell me the things that you like. Revenge, getting people back, dating people's brothers, um, having children and collecting the child support checks and then leaving. Hey, I'm not knocking her. I think she made a life for herself out of doing the things out of her hobbies. When you can get paid for doing your hobby, you done made it. You know how they say you don't have to work for people. If you find something you love and do it, something you would do for free, and eventually you'll get paid for it. That's all Black China did. She just followed her instinct and her talent, and she got paid off of it. Some people's talents are different, you know. Some people's talents are sewing and making clothes and designing. Some people's talents are hooking men and, you know, getting money from them and blackmailing them and getting revenge on them, taking them to court to sue. There's a lot of things. That's just her talent. She just profited off of her natural born gifts. You can't be mad at her for that. Hey, where do I find a rich man, and do you suggest any dating sites? Seeking arrangements. You can find a sugar daddy there. Seeking arrangements. They tell you how much they make too on that site. Tips on dating with children. Don't tell the man you have children unless you're serious about them. You know what I'm saying? Um, I always say if you're gonna date someone, they don't need to know you have kids unless you plan on being serious with them. You know what I'm saying? If you only plan to use them up a few times, get some money out of them, and you're not trying to marry him or make him a stepdad, don't even tell him. Like, oh, I got something to do this weekend, or I can't talk right now. I'm busy. Make up something. But don't tell someone you have kids, because first of all, they're gonna stereotype you, label you, think that they can get more out of you for giving you less, because they feel like single moms are more desperate and will accept less. So don't tell them. Say, hey, if they hear some kids in the background, oh, I'm babysitting my nephew. If you know you're not going to be serious about this dude, if you know you're going to be serious about this dude, wait until a couple of, maybe a month, and then I have kids. Well, why didn't you ever tell me? Well, I didn't know if we were going to be serious, but now I think it's time to tell you. By that time, they're hooked. They're like, oh, okay, well, I want to meet him. Now they're all in love. You done put it on them. Now all of a sudden they want to be a stepdaddy. So don't tell them until they're hooked. That's how you do it. Haven't you learned? Don't you see all these women getting married with all these who have kids from other marriages? They put it on them, get them hooked. Then they say, oh, guess what? I got some kids. Okay. And y'all know, y'all seen it. I'm sorry. Them sorry guys will take care of them other people's kids before they take care of their own kids. Why? Because that lady's putting it on them. And if he stopped taking care of her kids, he can't get none. Sad truth, but truth. Hi. Yes, Layla, I'm still live. What are you doing? Huh? You gonna put your pajamas on and go to bed? Alright, I'll be down in a little while. Good night. Love you. Okay. I'm trying to read. How to teach a man a lesson if he doesn't get it after what? First try? Teach a man a lesson? How to teach a man a lesson if he doesn't get it after first try? I don't think that men need a lesson. Men are going to try to do that. That's just their nature. That's automatic. I don't know what country you live in, but if you live in America, that's just normal. You just deny. It's like, oh, I don't do that unless I'm in a committed relationship. If he's a commitment phobe, he'll run and he'll never try to do it again, or he'll try to pretend like he wants to get in a relationship with you. And if he pretends like he wants to be in a relationship with you, that's when you give him your relationship standards. Well, if I'm going to be in a relationship with somebody, I have to pay my bills. Or I need an allowance. I need you to give me this much a month. If I'm going to call you my man and take myself off the market. So then they're going to have to do that. And if you're worth it, they will. If you're not, and they were just trying to get some, and they have other people that they can get some from, they're just going to be like, well, forget you. I'm going to get some from somebody else, a pick-me chick or something. But after they get tired of the pick-me chicks and they want a challenge or a woman that's out of their league, they're going to do the work. They're going to do the work eventually. And when they get tired of the hood rats, the pick-me chicks, the desperate chicks, they're going to level up and say, okay, I've had all that. Now I'm focused on getting this. This is what I want. I'm going to put in the work for this. That's why when you get the older men, they're ready to put in work. They didn't have all the pick-me chicks. They didn't have all the hood rats, the pick-me chicks. They've elevated and graduated. Now they want a classy woman that challenges them. Okay? So if you have someone who's just interested in you for one thing and they dismiss you when you don't give it up, they're not done playing with the pick-me chicks. Okay? So make sure you don't even worry about them. They weren't going to be good for you anyway. They were a waste of your time, but you did get something like a free dinner out of it at least. Okay? What age did you originally want to have children? I want to wait till I'm 27, but I hear that's too. I had my first child at 27. I had my first child at 27, then my next child at 28. So I don't think it was too old. I still look. I'm the youngest woman. I'm one of the youngest moms at those kids' school. Like where I live in the neighborhood, these women wait till like 40 to have kids. You know, so I'm still young compared to, unless they just look old. I don't know. They say 37 is too old. 36 is too old. Not 27. That's like your prime when you're like very fertile. I think they meant 37, not 27, because that's like 2 years after being 25. Do I recommend visualizing a lifestyle with a rich man? Yes, that's how I visualize my whole life. Like, you know how when you're young, you imagine your life in 5 years from now, or what are you going to be driving, how you're going to look, what your hair going to look like, what kind of house you're going to live in. I have imagined all that, like super nice, and I didn't know how I was going to get it, but I knew some man was going to pay for it. Yep, visualizing helps. Okay. What if you're only average attractiveness? How do you compete with these other build a vixen type women? You build yourself into another vixen. That's all you gotta do. Look, if you're average and you gotta compete with somebody else, you go and get the stuff to compete. Okay. Do y'all remember in the early 90s and late 80s, there was two types of women: long chicks, long hair, light skinned chicks, and then there was like short hair light skinned chicks, and then there was bald head light skinned chicks, and then there was dark skinned chicks, and then there was this chicks, and there was that chick. Now everybody got to weave, makeup, and everybody can be on the same level. If you don't take that chance and you don't compete, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I I wear wigs. I wear makeup. I gotta compete with people that's competing with me. You know what I'm saying? I gotta compete with men too. Men that dress up like women. So, and it's not really a competition, but you know what I'm saying. I'm saying everyone has to compete. If you're not here to compete, then you have to go home. You know what I'm saying? You can't just say I don't want to do nothing and I want to get picked. I just want to look like I did when I came out the womb. I woke up like this. Okay, well, you sit there and you wait for somebody to pick you, or you go help yourself, get some lipstick, get some eyeshadow, get some hair, get something, and present yourself. You know what I'm saying? Look, I have a blank canvas. Let's see how good I can make it look. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else is painting. Let me paint something on mine too. You know, um, it's very rare, and I'm just being honest. We buy honesty here, okay? It's very rare that you're going to land a financially successful man when there's all this competition out there and you're not competing, okay? It happens, but it's very rare. That's all I'm saying. So if you're just average looking, go look on YouTube, get some makeup tutorials, buy some makeup, learn how to do it. You know, I've seen burn victims get turned into movie stars, okay? You ain't got no excuse. I've seen a grown man with a beard turn into something better looking than Beyonce, okay? If you're average, you don't have to be. That's all I'm saying. You choose to be average. I'm average, okay? I'm average. The people, when they take all their makeup off, they're average. You know, we got to enhance what you got. You have to enhance what you got. You can't just, well, I'm just not going to do anything and see what happens. Okay? Okay. With all the multi-talk, are men making 150 range? I know. If they can take care of every bill you have, give you a nice lifestyle, give you a nice car, and don't ask you to work, that works. Okay? If they can fully provide and protect you and you don't have to worry about nothing, go for it. I never said you have to be with a millionaire. I just say as long as they can take care of you, and you can splurge every now and then, and you can go on vacation, then go. 150. It depends on what state you live in. You can live good or you can live average. It just depends on where you live. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm trying to read some of these. How do I get a man to spend more money on me regularly? Expect it. You're like, okay, well, this month, I want my name something. Always have something that you want. Always have something that you want. That way they know when they see you, they're going to have to spend or give you something. Whenever you get around them, just start talking, oh, I really need this or I really want this. Let's go to the mall. Don't be happy unless they're taking you shopping to the mall or giving you a gift card. Say, oh, I really want this. Don't think about nothing else. Keep changing the subject back to what you want. Eventually, they're gonna get tired and want you to shut up, so they're gonna get it for you, so that they can move on to trying to get in your pants. Okay, but don't let it go. Don't be nice. Okay, remember, nice women finish last. I told my husband the first real gift he ever bought me was a Louis Vuitton purse, and I kept reminding him of it. I said, my birthday is this week. This is when we first started dating, like 1 month after we started dating. I was like, my birthday is next week. He's like, well, what do you want? I said, I gave him the number and everything. I want the Louis Vuitton such and such a purse at Louis Vuitton stores in the Galleria on the 3rd floor. You just go in this entrance. I told him the directions and everything. I said, that's what I want. He's like, you don't want nothing else? I said, nope. If you don't get me that, I don't want nothing. And guess what? I got it. And by me telling him what I wanted, got it for me, because he liked me more than I liked him, which is that's how you need. If they don't like you more than you like them, you can't get it. So make sure that dynamic is in place first. Then he'll give you whatever you want, and then he'll try to scoot around it, but you have to keep reminding him, like, look, you can't skip around on this. If I'm gonna be with you, you're gonna need to do this. I can go and I can actually go and buy my own purse, but I want to see if you can do it. It was too easy. You have to just be bold and ask, and like, it's no big deal. Like, if you're talking about cash money, that's different. Get gifts that are worth things. Like, get jewelry, get purses that go up in value. Because if you keep asking for cash, it's gonna get like, okay, are you an escort? You gotta get gifts, and then if you make the gifts complicated, they'll offer to give you cash so you can go buy it yourself. Like, oh, I want the such and such and such. Like, name something long and complicated that they'll never get and they'll never remember, and I'm just gonna give you the money, you go get it. So start off small, see what he can do. And then it's like, okay, well, the new thing is coming out next week and I really want it. My friend has it, and, now she's just walking around and making me feel stupid, and I have to go get it now. And, play stupid and dumb. They like that, If you're, well, you don't have to get everything, and, that this person gets. I was like, yeah, I know I don't have to get it, but she's like rubbing it in my face. Like, her man is like making more money, and like, I can't get, then you put his ego. It's like, yeah, I can't really brag because I don't have the latest thing. And he's gonna say, well, I want you to have that. I think, because now you represent him. You don't have the latest thing, and your girl dating somebody and they got the latest thing, that make him look bad. So now you gotta go get it. Here, go get it. There you go. Just make it feel like you feel bad. Like, if I don't get this, it's not going to feel good. I don't want to go out because I don't have the new bag, and they're going to laugh at me. And just, even though you're probably not even that shallow, because I'm not that shallow, but if you want something, you got to pretend to be shallow. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to you. You have to pretend. Like, I'm not that shallow. I don't care. But if I want something, I'm going to pretend. I'm going to pretend I'm shallow. I'm like, oh, I can't go out, I'm embarrassed. I'm wearing last season's Boots. I need some new boots. I can't go out this fall with last season this on. I'm sorry, I can't go out. It just, I don't want to go. I'm not even in the mood. I can't even get turned on right now. I got to figure out how to get these boots that. I'll get you the boots. Okay. You got to play like a little whiny kid. That's how they give it to you. Do you dump them if they don't get what you want? No, you show up with it. And let's get it from somebody else. Duh. Or you go buy it and pretend you got it from somebody else because you want them to feel stupid. Like, okay, if you don't get it, somebody else will. The next time you ask them for something, they're gonna hop on it. They're gonna be like, dang, I better get it for. She goes around and get it from somebody else. I need bill money more than clothes. Well, then say that. Say, you know what? I really like you, and I can't really get excited because I'm worried about, my monthly bills, and I can't, I can't get in the mood if I'm worried about money. I can't really concentrate on this relationship because I'm worried about money. Can you like help me out this month? Can you put something in my bank account because I need my bills paid, and then I can relax? We can go on a weekend vacation. We could get away. I can be more relaxed. I'm so stressed right now. I just have all this stress I need to release. And I can't concentrate until I get these bills paid. You're going to pay your bills and like, okay, well, let's go out away for the weekend, or let's go out this evening and like get all the stress out, blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay. That's how you got to play that, And a lot of women are very independent, and that's beneath them. And this advice is for the people who are asking the question. It's not advice for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Every woman can't do this. Every woman don't want to do this. Every woman does not think this is the correct way. Okay? And that's understandable. Some women have pride, and they want to be equals, and they want to be this, and they want to be that when it comes to relationships and paying and things like that, and they would never do that. But I'm saying for the women who do want to get paid and get taken care of and spoiled by men, you got to play a game, okay? Yes, you have to act like a kid. Pretend if you have kids, you know how they act when they get to the store. Ooh, can I go to the toy aisle, please? I'm just gonna look. And you see their beautiful faces all excited when they see the toys, and they're holding their favorite toy, and you just can't say no sometimes. That's how you gotta be. And they'll bug you about it, some new toy that came out on TV, and you see how happy it makes them, and you just want to make them happy because you really want them to be happy. You're gonna get it for them, unless it's some stupid, outrageous thing. But if it's in your price range and you're comfortable spending it, and you really like them, and you just want to make them happy, and seeing them happy makes you happy, then you're going to get what you want. But you have to have that innocence and that, childlike awe about the thing that you want. And you have to be extra happy when they give it to you. You can't be like, oh, thanks. You got to be like, oh, thank you so much. You have really just, oh my God, you don't understand. Like, that's going to make them want to do it more. Like, all this praise that you're giving. They don't get that praise. They don't get that praise from anyone in their life. When they buy you something, what they're paying for is your affection and praise and gratitude. That's what they're paying for, really. Because no one else gives that to them. Everybody expects things from them all the time. Everybody thinks that they're supposed to be this and that, and no one is really just smiling in their face, bright, and giving them hugs and just getting excited like it's Christmas. They don't get that every day. And when they can see a beautiful woman who they might be able to have sex with, get that excited around them, it's a turn on. So, someone said, what did you say? Stop blocking. Hold on. Okay. Okay, okay. Trying to read some of these. Yeah, act extra impressed when they do get you the gift. How do you get him to pay for your cosmetic procedures? I want laser hair removal. Stop. Okay, everything has to do with sex. Okay, everything leads to sex. If you put sex in the equation, you're gonna get what you want. But don't give it to him. Promise it to him, or say it. Well, I'm uncomfortable because I really want laser hair removal, and I really, that's why I'm not really into sex, because I'm a little bit insecure and I need this laser hair removal, and I would just feel so much sexier if I got that. I would be smooth, like start like giving them visuals, like I would be so smooth, and this and that, and it would just be such a better experience. And they were like, oh, well, go get it, I'll pay for it, because they think they're going to reap the benefits. You don't give it to them before that. Then after you get the laser hair removal, then you say, oh, you know what, I'm still a little bit insecure, I just have a little bit, I need some liposuction. If you want liposuction, I didn't need a butt lift because my butt looks, and then they're like, well, how much is it? They can finance it or something, I don't know. Do like Black China did. She was pregnant, she didn't want to do nothing. Oh, it's the baby, I don't want to do nothing. Oh, I'm still fat, I don't feel sexy, I need liposuction. Oh, I need to get plastic surgery, I just don't feel like myself, so I don't feel sexy, I can't have sex. So guess what Rob Kardashian did? Got all this stuff done, right? So if that's what you want, that's how you get it. You promise them something that they'll never get. Or you promise them something they think they're going to get. You might give it to them, I don't know. But that's how you do it. You have to withhold and make them feel like they're going to get it. Make sure the guy likes you more. Okay, look at Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. He liked her way more. You have to have that dynamic. You can't get someone equal. Either if they got to be much older and richer, or much uglier and richer. You can't get somebody your age or 10 years older than you. You got to go way older if you want that plastic surgery. Or way more, or way less attractive. How do you build self-esteem to attract a man of better and wealthier caliber? It's hard in my religion, Muslim. Okay, y'all, you can't ask me about religion because I'm not religious. Okay. um the best thing I could say for you is to manifest the type of man you want, and don't entertain anything less than what you want. Don't even talk to anybody, don't entertain anybody, don't look at anybody. That's not what you want. Okay. um in certain religions, they're set up to hold women back. Okay. Certain religions are set up to keep you in a place where you have no power. So it's very hard to navigate in certain religions unless you are not strict in the religion. You know what I mean? So I don't know how to answer that, but I would just say manifest and only entertain the type of man that you want to be with. Like, that means only talk to the type of man you want to be, only smile at the type of man who you want to be with, and don't give anybody else any of your time. Okay? Okay. Okay. How do you break away emotionally from a man after watching your videos? I realize that he doesn't have enough money anymore. However, I do care for him, and I get myself out of this mindset. That's why you don't fall in love. That's why you don't fall in love for love. You can fall in love for what you want out of life first. Just like your mom always told you, go to school first, get an education, get a good career, get married, then have kids. You're doing stuff in the wrong order. He's supposed to be financially stable, set you up, and then you fall in love. It's not supposed to be, oh, I'll fall in love and he has potential, and oh wait, he never made it. Oh wait, I love him now, I can't leave him because I spent too much time and effort into him, and invested too much time into him. Now I feel bad if I leave him. Nope. You gotta only get with people that can benefit your life. If he can't benefit your life in the beginning, if he's not stable in the beginning, if he can't provide for you in the beginning, you're not with him for the right reason. You're with him for emotional reasons. You know? You know how when someone says, oh, you're just emotionally dependent. You know, what's worse, being emotionally dependent or financially dependent? It just depends, or both, you know. If you're financially dependent, you can get up and leave any second and find a replacement. If you're emotionally dependent, it's hard to get up and leave and find a replacement because you're emotionally attached. So become emotionally, unattached. Just stop. You did it backwards. That's why I keep telling women, don't date guys that don't have anything and fall in love with them, because then now you're stuck and you're in love, and that's hard. Okay? That's why I say the man has to love you more, because the women love too much and they get stuck even against all logic. So a lot of men say when women argue, they have no logic and they don't use logic when they argue. When they love, they don't use logic either. And that's why they're stuck in those positions. So you got to use the logic first. If anything, if the guy is doing good for you and he's not hindering you or dragging you down in any way, then it's really not fair to him if you leave him just because now you're wanting some guy to buy you Louis Vuitton and stuff, and he can't. He can only buy you Target or whatever. What you need to do is like reevaluate why you fell in love with this person. Do you really want this material life? Sometimes it's not for everybody. Sometimes if you fell in love and that's who you love, then that's the life that you want to have, But you can't just start watching YouTube videos one day and say, okay, I think I want a rich man now, but I can't leave my poor man, Just watch it for entertainment. You know what I'm saying? If you're there, stick it out, Or wait till you fall out of love because the money's drying up. Wait till you fall out of love. And that you don't care if his feelings are hurt when you leave. Wait till that point, because it's coming. Believe me, that's the number one cause of divorce, is financial issues. Wait till you naturally fall out of love with him. For me, it was easy because I'm a demisexual. That means I can't get turned on unless you got money. How do you avoid telling them you have kids if they ask? Change the subject. Oh, do you have kids? Oh my God, kids. Oh, kids, I tell you, I always wanted, look, get around the subject. This is how you lie. This is how you lie and not lie. I always said that I would have, 4 kids when I finally settled down. How many do you want, or how many do you think is enough? You think 4 is a lot of kids? This is how you can get information out of them. First of all, they'll think you don't have kids if you always want to have 4 kids, because you never said no or yes. Because you might have 4 kids, you might always want to have 4 kids, and you got 4 kids, yay. Or you might have 3 kids, and you might want to have one with him. So get around the question like that. Oh, kids, oh my God, kids. I always wanted to have about 4 kids. What about you? Is that a lot of kids? You think you would want to have 4 kids? Oh no, I already have 3. Now he'll tell you if he has kids. Oh, really? You have 3 kids? Is that hard? Play dumb. Yeah, then get him to start talking about them and get off the subject. And then he'll come back around to it, or y'all will come back around to it when or if you become serious. Because if he doesn't plan on dating you after 1 month, you're going to get better treatment out of him if you don't have kids. Because if you do have kids, like I said, he's going to try to rush and get sex and think you're desperate and spend less money on you, take you to less nicer places. Okay? So don't tell him you have kids unless you seriously want to be in a long-term relationship or date him seriously. Lie. Lies. They don't need to know if you have kids. What is him knowing that you have kids gonna do if you don't even plan on marrying him? Nothing. All it's gonna do is get you cheaper dates and blown off more. Okay? Don't do it. So, but sometimes they can look you up online, so don't ever give them your first and last name and get that fake number. You know what I'm saying? Get that app on your phone where you can get a fake number. Don't give them your real emails because they can look you up. Give them that fake app number. Give them fake name, you know, or a nickname, or I don't tell my last name. That way they can't look you up. You're like, oh, I don't really get online a lot. I'm not online too much. You know, I don't give them some old AOL address from the 80s, the 90s. You know. So, the last thing before I go, because I'm not going to be on here much longer. Somebody said that's. Oh, thank you. Someone liked my hair. Do you ever know what colorism means? Who are you talking to? Are you asking me if I know what colorism means, or someone else in the comments? Oh yeah, it says don't drive up in your own car because they can run your plate. Yep, go Uber or park in the back and walk around. Okay. Are y'all arguing in the comments? I hope that's not a girl talking back about. Is there a pick me in here? Like a pick me chick? Oh my gosh. Okay. Pick me chicks are like, hi from Brazil. Pick me chicks are like women who um, will say that's you're a gold digger. You shouldn't be doing that. You should only be dating for love and blah 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 blah. That's a pick me chick. That's like someone who really believes that love is enough, and someone who will help build a man, someone who will build up a man until that man is built up enough to leave them for another woman. So the pick me chicks, they're gonna go strong and hard for true love and building up a man, and then once that man gets built up and leaves them for somebody else who's a gold digger, they're gonna understand. So y'all don't have to teach them a lesson. They're gonna learn it on their own. Okay, just leave them alone. They'll figure it out. Most of y'all used to be pick me chicks until it happened to you. I'm not trying to be mean, but for real. Yeah. Um, or do valet, valet park. You better be going to a nice place anyway. Okay. I don't have like-minded friends. How to use your vice as a gay man? Well, if you're the feminine aspect of the relationship duo, I would say play hard to get. Don't be so needy. Know your worth. Like, oh my God, you're lucky to be with me. Um, I do a lot of consultations with all types of people: gay, straight, lesbian, even a few bisexual people. But I don't like to stereotype people. But when I do these consultations, I see so much insecurity in certain people. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people that have huge insecurities, certain people that don't. Some people have too much self esteem, some people who don't have enough. And I'm just saying, be confident, know your worth, have those standards and expectations. If they can't meet them, move on to somebody who can. Um, act like you expect things. It's not something special to you. Uh, and then when you get it, be extra appreciative. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of men, gay guys, they're very much into looks unless they're into money. Okay, it's either A or B. It's not both. It's like either you're strictly into looks or you're strictly into money. You know, it just depends on which one you are. Mm-hmm. Where do pick me chicks hang at? I need to get my rocks off. McDonald's. They hang out at McDonald's. They hang out at um, fast food joints mostly. The nail shop at Walmart. Um, y'all are silly. Y'all are silly. Bowling. Someone says bowling. They like to go bowl. Oh, parks. They love parks. Free parks. y'all, y'all are making. Y'all are bad. Y'all are really bad. Free parks. The museum. Anything free and cheap. That's where they're hanging out. Okay. Applebee's. Y'all, I'm terrible. Oh my god, y'all are terrible. They're naming them in the comments. I'm not gonna say no more. Y'all know where to find them. How do women sell their virginity? Online? Duh. To the highest bidder? Okay. Question: how you get a dude to give you money? He wants sex. I'm not giving it. I need tips on how to get it. Make sure he old and wants you more than you want him. If they're too close, if y'all too close at the same age, you're not gonna get as much money. Promise it to him. Lie. Do the same thing they do. Gosh, promise them stuff just like they promise y'all relationships and stuff like that. And then you give it up and then they ghost you. Do the same thing. I don't see why y'all can't do that. They do it to y'all all the time, every day, all day. Oh, I'm gonna give it to you. Oh yes, give it. But at first, I need to go get some new tires, and they cost like $400. And then I'm coming to your house. Put in my PayPal. Then don't show up. Oh, they couldn't get to me today. Oh, they have to order my tire. Oh, this and all that. Change. Then have your number changed. Or say, you know what? Now they said something else is wrong with my car. I need this much money to get it fixed. Just keep lying to them like they lie to y'all. I don't see why women feel so guilty for doing the same things that men do to y'all all the time. A woman feels guilty because we love more. That's why you have to protect yourself more. Women will feel guilty for lying to a man to get what she wants, but he will lie to you to get what he wants. But you feel guilty about it, or you don't know how to do it, or you uncomfortable doing it. Get comfortable doing it, okay? Just get comfortable doing it. You know why? Because they're very comfortable doing it. They're so comfortable doing it, it's an art form to them now. Okay? So I don't feel guilty for nothing. I would take your money. The only reason I would feel guilty is if I know you were broke. Like, and you had to pay your rent and you might get kicked out. I don't deal with those kind of guys because they don't have enough to spare. Go with someone who has something to spare. You know, who has something. Then you won't feel any guilt. If you're trying to go dig on a broke man, you're going to feel guilty. You know, make up something, promise it to them, and then keep promising it. Just like they promise they gonna let, you know, be your boyfriend, or when you do this, then we can be together, or when you do this, then I'm gonna leave her, and then when you do this, I'm gonna leave, and I might move out. I can't do it right now, but I still love you. Wait for me. You know, I still love you. You're the only one I'll ever love, even though I'm married to this person. Don't worry about her. She's just a wife. You know, they do it to you all the time, and you got issues. I'm not talking to you individually who asked the question. I'm just in general. I don't think I'm mad at you. I'm like talking in general. Women, stop feeling guilty or doing the same thing that men do to you. Okay? Make it an art form. If you make it an art form and you get really good at it, it becomes fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I bet you I can get about 3,000 out of him. Watch. You know how guys say, ooh, I bet you I can get her. I bet you I can get her to have sex with me in 1 week. Watch. Oh, I'm just going to tell her I love her and that she's the type of woman I would wife and she's going to give it up. Watch. Oh, I'm just going to tell him that he's the type of man that turns me on and I can't wait to see what he got. Watch. I'm going to get some money out of him first, though, because I'm going to pretend I need some tires, you know? Do the same thing because they're doing it to you anyway. They're trying to do it to you at the same time you're trying to do it to them. Right? I am the more feminine part of the relationship, so should I act more feminine like a woman would to her boyfriend or husband? Well, okay, you get feminine is can mean so many different things, okay? Don't be needy. Be feminine in the aspect of knowing your value, knowing how good you look, knowing people are waiting in line for you. If you leave him, knowing that you hold the power. That's feminine. You know how to get what you want with your feminine aspects, you know. Be extra flirty, you know, to him. Make him feel like a big man. Brag on him in front of other people. Oh my God, he just has so much, you know, talent, da 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 da. And then make him feel like important. You stand in the background. You don't steal the spotlight. You stand in the background because you're already the spotlight. They're going to look at you anyway. But you praise him. Make him look good. He's the director. You're the movie star. You make his film look good. You are the star of the film. And 20, 30 years from now, no one's going to remember the producer or the director's name of a film. They're going to remember the actress who was the lead role. You play the lead role, but you make him look good. Okay? That's how you got to do it. You're the lead role because they're looking at you, not because you're leading. The director leads, but you're getting all the face. He's getting the praise. He's going to get the award. You might win Best Actress, but he's going to get the award. He's going to, you know, get the big paychecks. People are going to film his stuff in the future. That's why the title of this is Be a Hollywood Actress. Have that mindset. Because you're the star of the film, they're the director. They got the money, you got the looks, okay? You got the talent, you're going to push their movie, you're going to make them look good, okay? So make sure you know your value as have those demands. I want this in my trailer, I need that in my trailer, or else I can't be on your film. Know your value. Okay. So I'm about to wrap it up in 5 minutes, y'all. What? I'm deactivating my Facebook if I ever get kicked out the group and I got 5,000 friends there. Aw, don't do that. Okay. I needed your wisdom, the counselor, the escape. We need dowry systems here in the U.S. where men be paying for marriages. At the Oscar acceptance speech, I'ma thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Do you think guys who expect 50-50 are guys who grew up with single moms and no strong male figure? Yeah. I think they think they're women, and I think that it's because they grew up watching a woman struggle. And 50-50 is being fair to them. Like, okay, well, you ain't got to pay everything, so I guess I'll pay half. That's that kind of man. No. Those kind of men need to be corrected, and a woman has to correct them. They have to say, look, I know you think that's normal, but it's not, And if they come up with some damn excuse about the economy, it's like there are so many other people in this world. in the same economy that don't ask their woman to pay 50-50. So that's not a good excuse, okay? If you want me as your woman, I'm not paying for half these bills. If you want sex out of me, I'm not paying for half these bills, okay? You want a roommate that sleeps in a different room? Okay, I can do that. I can pay these bills, but don't you come up in there unless you got some money, okay? You better bring a bill and a checkbook. So, no, I don't do 50-50. I can't get turned on by somebody with their hand out. It just don't, it won't work for me. I'm like, sorry. Your excuse, well, I'm a demisexual and I can't do 50-50 because I just would not be sexually turned on by you. That's a real term, yeah. Demisexual, look it up, Google it. Walk away. That's just what I am. I can't help it. You know how some people get turned on by feet? Same thing. Can't help it. Some men, oh, let me see the bottom of your foot. Some women, oh, let me see that bank account. Same thing. Sorry. Some wires got crossed in my brain. And that's what I'm attracted to. I'm so sorry. I've been diagnosed. Seriously, I went to a psychiatrist and they labeled me demisexual. It's just a fetish I have. It's just a fetish. It's just some wires got crossed in my brain, and you know how some guys are attracted to feet and sexually attracted to feet? Well, I'm like that with money. And so they'll be like, what? I never heard of that. Oh, look it up. It's a real thing. Like, seriously. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I could not be sexually aroused with the guys that I was dating. Just make up a lot. And I thought it was something like mental. So I went to a therapist and they told me this is what I was. And they told me that I should only date successful men. And so I followed, what they said, and I started dating successful men. And what do you know? Like, oh my God, I was turned on. I had the best sex ever in my life. I was well pleased, and it was just like, that's what it was. And just be like telling the story, and like they'll be looking at you like, okay, so she's not a gold digger. She's a demisexual. Okay, that sounds like a gold digger to me, but she said she went to the doctor. So if somebody ever calls you a gold digger, correct them with the correct term. Okay? And they got all these names for themselves: bisexual, transsexual, metrosexual. Now you got one, ladies. Right? You got one. What do they call the feet person, the feet people? Okay. How can you date a rapper or athlete? Be a groupie. Go hang out where they hang out. Okay, y'all know I know where they hang out. After every game, usually in their hometown, they're going to the nicest clubs, the nicest steakhouses. A lot of the big clubs will pay them to make an appearance after their games. So on game night, go out to the club, close, or you listen on the radio, they'll say, oh, the after party for the game is going to be at such and such club. All the basketball players will show up there, party, drink, and then you be there, and then that's how you meet them, okay? They're always in the clubs after the games. They get dressed, they take a shower, they get dressed, and they go out. That's what they do. Even if they lose, they're going out. Okay? And they're always in the VIP section. So you gotta look good. You gotta compete. You gotta go in there looking your best so you can get into the VIP. You get into the VIP by looking good. Okay? They don't just let anybody up in there. You gotta look good. Get your best weave, makeup, put your Spanx on, your heels, and go. That's how you get in. Or you go with a pretty girl. If you ugly and you average, go get your pretty friend that can get you into VIP. Okay? And if they extra drunk, you know, you might have a chance. Y'all, I'm acting silly. But it's true, like it's the truth. Like reality is reality. You can't sugarcoat it. You know this is true. Like if you're average, you get the you want to get in the club in the VIP section, you get your pretty friend. She's with me. Let's go in. Let's get in. Okay, that's just how it goes. We already know. Let's not lie about it. And not in Atlanta, dudes will leave the ugly friend standing alone. No, you gotta say she's my chaperone. You know, she has to come with me, or I can't come. You know, this is my family. She's from out of town. She doesn't know anybody. It's a lie. Then promise him some. Like, come on, you know, you're gonna love me. I promise. Okay, let her in. What about older women over 35? Don't play victim now. I know when someone is acting. Oh my gosh, what are these bad? Come back to the light. What light? Older women over 35 have to be more mature. They can't meet, like, they gotta go for the retired athletes. You know, or they gotta go for the older guys, the older men with money. They gotta go hang out at classy places where they can wear dresses and heels and classy, not showing everything, you know, where they can wear their nice jewelry and just be classy. Like they like fine wine and things like that, you know. You can't be a little groupie girl. You gotta be classy. Okay, so like I'm just being honest. Like people are asking me questions, I'm being honest. I can lie to you all day and say, oh, love only for love, be, you know, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. But those rules don't apply in this world, and we already know it. We already know the world is not fair. So why do we keep acting like the world is fair? Y'all are living a lie. Don't live a lie, you know. People will get mad at you because you're not being politically correct or doing things according to society, but we know society is not fair. So why are we pretending it's fair? If you go into a game following every rule, you're not going to win. Okay? People cheat and they win. That's just it. That's the world we live in. And if you are in denial about that, I'm sorry, but I'm going to keep it real. Okay? I don't play fair. I never will play fair because playing fair gets you nowhere. And that rhymes too. Right? There's either the predator or there's the prey. There's no in between. Which one are you? Be one. Think about it. If you were in a relationship, you were either the predator or you were the prey. There was no in between. You either got taken advantage of or you took advantage. That's just it. Oh, I don't know what y'all arguing about in the comments. Whoever thinks I'm lying about whatever, I'm not lying. Whatever I'm saying is coming out my mouth is true. I don't have time to lie. I don't have a reason to lie. You know, I'm already married, got kids. I can say what I want to say. You know, I don't have to pretend I'm something because I want to get a decent guy. I already got a man. So whatever I'm saying is to help y'all. It's not to help me. I'm already good. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like by telling the truth, it can wake a lot of people up, like about their relationship status and how they view relationships and how they view men or how they view women, you know. Secretly, women aren't going to come out and tell you this. They're going to pretend and act and do this and that to get what they want. They're going to manipulate because that's what women do. Men, they all they want is what's in your pants. They're gonna try to get it any way they can. If you trick them into getting to know you long term, investing money into you, and then they get it, they're not gonna be so quick to leave. If you're special to them, if they fall in love with you, yeah, they might end up getting married to you and having some kids with you, but make sure that they always love you more than you love them, or else you're gonna have a problem. And that's just the honest to God truth in a nutshell. Okay, that's how it has to be. If it's any other way, it's trouble. That's just it. It's just trouble. Just being so direct about being in for the money scares some wealthy men off. No, because okay, think about it. They already know that you don't mess around with broke man. Okay, because you only want them. They know you don't mess around with losers. So therefore you don't have loser people problems. Okay? Therefore, you have a higher standard about yourself and a respect for yourself because you don't mess with losers. And you only respect men who worked hard to get to where they are to be able to provide the type of lifestyle that you want. That means you value yourself and you have high self-esteem and you probably came from a good family. Okay? That's what wealthy men find attractive in women who know what they want and don't mess with losers. Okay? Now, if you've been messing with losers and you got a loser issues in your life, and I'm not saying anything bad about it, they're going to either say, well, I'm glad you got out of that lifestyle. I can help you build up a business, or, something like that. But they're just happy that you have elevated yourself to even think you can be on their level or to even think that you're worthy, because that's the first step in getting anywhere. Self-confidence, knowing you deserve better. And they're going to think that that's good, So wealthy men, if they feel like you deserve something and you feel like you deserve something, guess what? You deserve something. If you don't feel like you deserve it, they're not going to feel like you deserve it. They're like, okay, well, she doesn't value herself and she doesn't know what she really wants. She's still messing with baby daddies and, stuff like that. So I can't really do nothing with that. So, of course, no. But if you go in there with the mindset, I want to marry rich, I want to be a lady of leisure, I want to go travel, I want to, be your arm candy, I want this lifestyle, then they're going to be down for it. They're not wealthy men are not like, oh, she's just using me for my money. They got that money so they can get women. Duh. Why would you get all this money if you can't benefit from it? You know what I'm saying? Only new money, little new money. Little new money. Like multimillionaires and guys that have their life together that can spend money, they're not worried about that. That's why they made all that money, so they can get their choice of women. Not anybody who will give them attention or settle for them, but their choice. And if their choice so happens to not be rich, but they like what that woman looks like and how much fun she is, they're going to go for it. Okay? They're not going to say, oh, well, you only want me because I'm wealthy. Duh. Why do you think you got wealthy? So you can have your pick of woman. Okay? Just like you got wealthy so you can have your pick of a car. Just so you got wealthy so you can have your house. Just like you got wealthy so you can have the nice clothes and the business that you have. Okay? Everything that wealth brings is an extension of that man. His car is an extension of him. His home is an extension of his wealth. His woman is an extension of his wealth. Okay? So of course he's going to want a woman who wants that lifestyle. Because if she wants it, she's going to value it and she's going to treat him good. And she's going to be like, he's going to have what he wants and she's going to have what she wants. She's going to be happy. So that's how wealthy men view women who are not wealthy and only want them for their money. They like, well, I'm sure glad I make money because I sure want you. Okay, that's how they're going to be. I sure want you. I'm sure glad I made this money because I know if I didn't have two dimes to rub together, you pass me on by, and that is true. Okay. People say I'm a feminist. Y'all need to go look up that definition so y'all start flinging that word around. I just empower women. I'm not a feminist. You can empower women and not be a feminist. You can empower them to value themselves, okay? Not to try to be equal or take over the world. No. But to value yourselves and know your power. Let me tell you, you know what's more powerful than a feminist? A woman who knows her power. Who's not trying to be equal or better or like a man, but a woman who is trying to be a woman and still be as powerful or even more powerful just by being a feminine woman. That's the most powerful form. Think about it. Back in the old days, in the biblical days, and the days before, television and stuff, the most powerful women were the most feminine women. Okay? So remember that. The women that could get what they wanted had the most influence over people. The most iconic women were not feminist. They were feminine. There's a difference. They used what they had to get what they wanted. So, I'm not a feminist. I believe in equal rights, but I don't believe that it means the death of chivalry either. I believe that I should have the same rights as a man, but I don't believe that the man should stop paying for things and opening doors. That's just like saying, okay, a man will have equal rights as a woman, but the woman should stop sleeping with him and doing other things. Oh, we're equal, I don't have to do that. So it's silly. So feminist versus feminine. You can be a feminine feminist, but at the end of the day, the most powerful woman gets what she wants just by being herself and not trying to be equal or better than somebody else. Okay? Men that watch my videos, they don't like what I say, but they understand it, they absorb it, they think about it, and they put it into action. And it's in their subconscious mind. It's in their subconscious mind. They know what women secretly want, just like we know what men secretly want. So either A, they're going to lie, pretend they have it, or promise it to a woman who's naive enough to fall for the trick. B, they're going to try to actually improve themselves to be the type of men women actually want. Or C, they're already on the way to being that type of man and they're just getting some more reinforcement and ideas and things like that. Those are the only type of men that watch my video. Trolls, men who don't want to hear the truth but need to hear the truth to scheme, men who are trying to wake up and do what's right and get on the right path, men who are already on the right path, getting more information to become better men, or, trolls. That's it. And the only reason I'm so blunt and forward is because men need to understand this is how women really think when they're not trying to get picked or pretend that, they're this perfect wife material. This is how we really think. This is what they really want to tell you, but they can't because society says, oh, you're supposed to be nice and pretty and speak only, and just be nice and kind and don't hurt people's feelings and don't be materialistic. But this is what they really want underneath it all most of the time. After they've been in those relationships with those broke build a man, and they get tired of building up a man and they actually want a real man. This is what they want to say, but they can't. So I say it for them, So people don't like the truth because it makes them responsible, have to be responsible, It's like nobody wants a 50-50 man or 50. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to pay rent with a grown man living in the house asking for sex. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to help finish a man being a man. They're supposed to be that already. They don't want that. They don't want to build no empire together in this bad economy. They don't want to do that. Okay? So, you're already supposed to be the man and have built something for your queen or your goddess or your woman or wife or whatever. And then you bring her in. You don't bring her into a collapsing building to help you hold it up. You bring her into a nice place. What's wrong with y'all? Okay. Hi, Layla. What are you doing?
Found a penny that was made in '88.
I need 85 and under.
But it's close.
Okay, I'll keep it just in case. Just in case. What are y'all doing?
We're having a drawing competition.
It's time for me to go, y'all. My kids is still awake. What time is it? 1:40.
Almost 2.
You better go get in your pajamas and get in the bed. Mm-hmm. Go get in your pajamas.
I go find an outfit for tomorrow.
Yeah, go pick it out, get in your pajamas, and I'll be done by then. Mm-hmm. Just wear something comfortable. You can get something new, but just make sure it's comfortable. I'm reading these comments. What do you do if you are not a very feminine woman or girly girl woman? Act. Ask any man. Most men don't want a masculine woman. Okay? They don't. Would you want a feminine man? I keep telling y'all, act. Go get some acting lessons or something. What if I'm not this? What if I'm not that? Act. Keep doing it until it becomes part of you. You know what I'm saying? Work on it, because men like feminine women. What man do you know walk around saying, "Oh, I love them masculine women. I love them hard chicks, them hard women," why? Because they can work just as hard as a man and do their job. Okay? Don't say I'm not a feminine woman. Find your femininity. You've been made masculine. You're too masculine for too long. You can get it back. Just study other women. Just act until it becomes part of you. Practice. Okay? Wear softer colors. Wear dresses. Wear heels. Put makeup on. You know how Queen Latifah does? Okay? One minute she got on a dress, heels, and a wig. The next minute she got on cornrows and she's fighting people. Be Queen Latifah. Be an actress. Okay? I can do it. Okay? You gotta be versatile. Yup. Now she's a cover girl. Okay? Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Okay, now she got her own makeup line, Queen Collection. She went from Set It Off to Queen Collection. Okay? She didn't say, "Well, I'm not that feminine." She's like, "What? Okay. How much y'all paying? Okay. Let me get my acting skills together. Hi, easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Put that weave on, get that makeup on, get them dollars in. That's how you get it. You gotta act. Women have to play many roles. Men gotta play one role. We gotta play 1,000 roles. Somebody say easy breezy scammer. Yes. Just like Joanne the scammer. That's all an act, and he got him paid. Okay. He wasn't very feminine either. Till he put on that wig and that dress. Okay? Like every excuse y'all come up with, there's a solution for it. Every problem y'all have, there's a solution for it. You know, you just have to figure out what it is. Like, I heard that you're supposed to do this, this, and that. Well, has that ever worked for anybody? Like, no. Then do the opposite. Okay? Well, I can't do this. Well, has somebody ever done it? Yes. Well, do what they did. I'm 5'6". Shorties aren't going to work for me. Oh no, you don't like Bruno Mars? Welcome to my Caucasian home. That is hilarious. The funniest thing about Joanne is that Joanne has a beard. And he's like really convinced that he's this woman, this beautiful woman. That's the funniest thing. That confidence right there is how an ugly woman can get. Yes, Layla? Go to bed. Go. Where's your pajamas?
I don't have any.
Go find some. Go put on a t-shirt and some shorts or something. You have some there. You just haven't put up your laundry. No, I was saying, like Joanne has this full beard and chest hair sticking out, but has the confidence of a perfect 10. That's how y'all gotta be. That's how you gotta go into it. Okay? So I'm gonna go now. I'll see y'all on the next video. And it was fun. And I'll see y'all. Remember, fake it till you make it. Life ain't fair. Don't play by the rules. And sometimes cheaters win. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye.